We're finally getting a new racing game this year, Night Runners. The only reason I'm saying we're getting it this year is because if you're inside the Night Runners Patreon, the developer in there said that he's gonna start doing testing. Now, honestly, that's gonna save racing games this year. Most definitely. There's no other racing game to be excited for, unfortunately, except for Forza Horizon 6, but that's not really capturing the same vibe that Night Runners is going for. Night Runners is going for a more 2000s street racing vibe with like older cars, house music, a real Japanese street racing game. Very reminiscent of Midnight Club 2 specifically. Very reminiscent of Tokyo Extreme Racer. The way the gameplay works and the whole vibe of the game definitely is what carries it. And the gameplay is great. Customization is through the roof. And so the developer dropped a demo of this game 2 years ago. I'm gonna say 2 years ago. It was 2023. And it was a really fun demo. The demo kept track of how many races you won. And my record was like 114 wins and like 5 losses. I was just playing the game so much. And mind you, the demo only had like maybe like 3 cars. And even then it was still extremely fun to the point where I can put tons of hours into it. Now, as of recent, if you've been inside of the developer's Patreon, he's been showing like a bunch of the state of the game, and obviously he's still working on it. But what's different is that this year it may seem like that we're finally gonna get some new gameplay, or at least some new content from the game, and that's really exciting. In a year where we're definitely not gonna get any racing games, most definitely. Besides that, we do have Forza Horizon 6. It is taking place in Japan, which is really exciting. But even then, it's not the same thing as Night Runners. Night Runners is definitely, or is bringing back the feel of the PS2 era games in a modern light. The developer of Night Runners definitely knows what he's doing. Once I'm able to get my hands on the game, I'm definitely gonna upload a video about it. I am very excited for this game. Obviously, I'm still very sad because I'm gonna just go out and say it, like, racing games are dying. They're just gone. The companies that did rule the racing games back then just no longer aren't going to work on them anymore. Like Midnight Club, Rockstar's no longer going to work on Midnight Club. Need for Speed, EA is no longer going to be making another Need for Speed. And there's obviously a bunch of other games like Recreation did come out and it was a flop. So my only hope now is Night Runners and definitely Forza Horizon 6. Gaming news aside, I was looking at my phone and looking at the news the other day and seeing that the US has captured the Venezuelan president, and I just thought that was so random. I mean, it was just so out of nowhere. I honestly didn't think something like that would happen. Me personally, I think it's all a show. But it is pretty funny though, because it's like the picture that they released of him was like him in a Nike Tech in a water bottle, and I just thought like how unserious this whole situation is, even though it's supposed to be taken much more seriously. I just can't take it that seriously. It just seems like a whole joke to me. And then Venezuela, on the other hand, is over here partying, and they're just overly happy that their president is gone. The whole situation just seems unserious. I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. The time is currently 4 p.m. Eastern time. It is a little bit in the afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great day, great afternoon. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.